It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Friday, the 7th of July. I'm James Spann. An ocean of humidity will stay in place across Alabama through the weekend. And of course, with that and the daytime heating process, the chance of showers and storms mainly during the afternoon and evening hours. And there could be some strong storms over the weekend, especially on Sunday, with a little help from a shortwave trough. Let's talk about things. This is the upper air look this morning. Again, we've got ridging centered a little west of the state. The main mid-latitude westerlies to the north. We have a weak northwest flow aloft here. We'll check the radar this morning about 5:09 as we do this update live. We note some light rain over parts of West Tennessee, North Mississippi. Got a few isolated showers over east and northeast Alabama, but much of the state dry. Temperatures are in the 70s to start the day. We're expecting highs around 90 in most spots today. The range probably 88 to 92. Which is slightly below average. There's the watch warning map across the nation this morning, relatively quiet. We do note excessive heat warnings around Phoenix. They're going to be baking here for the next 10 days or so. Looks like this big heat bubble will be setting up over the southwestern states. Here's a look at the severe weather outlook today and tonight. Got a risk from the southern plains up to the Canadian border. Also a marginal risk over parts of the northeast United States. Tomorrow, a chance of severe storms from the high plains over into parts of the Ohio Valley, including the deep and mid-south. There is a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5, of severe storms tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, mainly for areas north and west of Birmingham. And the main threat coming from hail and strong straight-line winds. And then on Sunday, interesting to note, we have a risk across much of the deep south. In Alabama Sunday, there is a level 2 out of 5, slight risk of severe storms really for much of the state. A level 1 out of 5 down in deep south Alabama. And again, a little disturbance will be coming down that northwest flow aloft, kind of enhancing the coverage of Storm Sunday. And I understand it's not going to rain all day, and there could be some spots that don't get rain, but with the storm's form, again, the main threats on Sunday will be coming from hail and wet microbursts, strong straight-line winds. Rain for the next 7 days. This is valid through Friday morning of next week. Numbers will vary from 1 to 3 inches for much of the state. And once again, it's just quiet off in the Atlantic Basin. That's great news. A lot of dust off the African continent out there. No tropical trouble, at least for the next 7 days. And, of course, we are in an El Nino cycle now, the ENSO phase, and that tends to sometimes bring quiet hurricane seasons, and we hope that's the case this year. Certainly quiet for the next 7 days. Model fans, here we go. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid today at 4. And again, a heat bubble kind of setting up over West Texas and the southwest United States, troughing to the north. And again, today will be like recent days. Morning sun, afternoon, and evening storms. This is the high-res HER, valid this evening at 6. And again, people say, well, if the radar's not going to look like that, why do you show that? Well, we just show it because we can. The high-res models just can't handle random air mass convection on summer days. They might give you a clue as to the coverage, but not really the placement. And again, highs today, upper 80s and low 90s. No change for tomorrow. Partly sunny with a chance of scattered afternoon and evening storms with a form. They could be fairly strong. And then Sunday, evidence coverage of showers and storms will be higher. And again, it won't rain all day, and it won't rain everywhere. But a few storms are likely, and they will be strong. And again, with the chance of hail and strong straight-line winds. And really the same thing on Monday. And the GFS tries to push in some drier air Tuesday. It's been kind of giving that signal for the past couple of days. And if that's right, Tuesday would be drier with fewer showers and more sun. And slightly higher heat levels with low 90s. But Wednesday, the moisture comes back. This is Thursday. And a week from today, Friday, the 14th of July, that nasty heat bubble is back over the southwestern states, and we don't want that thing here. And again, just classic summer weather, a mix of sun and clouds with scattered afternoon and evening showers and storms. Let's go out 10 days. And again, really, these upper maps kind of tell the story this time of the year. And again, that 597 heat ring is over Arizona and New Mexico. Our friends in Phoenix will be baking for the next 10 days, but around here, just your standard summertime ridge. And again, that looks like classic summer weather with partly sunny conditions and the chance of a storm in spots. Rain for the next 15 days. This is valid through July the 23rd. What month is this? July 23rd. The mean is about 3 inches coming off the European ensemble. Temperatures off the NBM, National Blend of Models. Notice that the numbers come down into the 80s on Sunday and Monday because of the increased thunderstorm activity and cloud cover. And then back mostly in the low 90s for the rest of next week. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance. This is for July 14th through July 20th. Temperatures a little above average here, if this works out. Ooh, a day of shelfies yesterday. Pretty impressive shelf clouds. And for those that don't know, those are seen very often on a summer day ahead of a strong summer storm, on the leading edge of a strong summer storm. It doesn't necessarily mean it's severe. In fact, these were not, by classic definition yesterday, and has absolutely nothing to do with a wall cloud, nothing to do with a tornado. That is a shelf cloud. Pretty impressive look there. That was taken at Lake Martin yesterday. There's a little time lapse of shelf cloud rolling in. These storms yesterday originated over to the western side of the state and just moved right on across the state. And here's pretty good, looks like a drone time lapse. This was taken of an approaching storm near McCalla yesterday. Of course, all these things are very, very efficient rain producers. The precipitable water values are very high, which is very common for summertime here. Where you walk out the door, you can just feel that moisture. And again, more shelf cloud photos. And again, I'd say winds with these things, they were in the 45 mile per hour bracket in spots. In fact, we had a pretty good one that came through the River Chase, where the TV station is located yesterday. Actually caused a little bit of roof damage. I thought raindrops would be falling on my head inside yesterday for a while. We probably took a gust 45, 50 miles an hour in Hoover. But to be severe, the storm needs 58 mile per hour winds or greater. That's the criteria. 58 mile per winds or greater, or hail 1 inch in diameter or larger. And a lot of times people, they'll say, how come there's no warning for these storms? And that's the reason. They're just simply not severe by classic definition. And again, we'll see the same things out there around today. So this morning, headed over to Oxford, the summer reading program at the Oxford Public Library. That'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. We do not have a book signing tomorrow. We'll be back on the road for that a week from tomorrow. Notes on the blog, AlabamaWX.com. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. And, boy, what a great Weather Brains episode. If you missed it, we did the show this week, Wednesday night. We had Southeastern Conference Commissioner Greg Sankey on the show and his daughter, Hannah Strong, who is a television meteorologist in Kentucky, in Louisville. And we had so much fun. We could have talked for hours. We talked 2 hours as it was. But we talked, obviously, a lot about weather and sports and father-daughter relationship in a situation like that. It was just a really fun show. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe with your favorite podcast app. Or you can watch. We have a video version on the Weather Brains YouTube channel, youtube.com/weatherbrains. But again, now we'll see you this evening on television. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.